Good morning. Here a while back, I made a holster for my 1911, and on this video, I'm going to be making a magazine holder for the same gun. And I started out by making a pattern and then everything else, the cutting and the staining and the gluing and the sewing and everything else that goes along with it. So anyway, we'll get at it. Hope you get something out of it, or hope you enjoy it. Alright, well, the first thing we need to do is make a pattern. So we'll trace around this magazine. Now I'm going to take a little strip of leather here and pinch it around the magazine here and mark it where it touches. Okay. Alright, that's right at 4 inches. So we'll divide that in half and we'll get 2 inches. And we'll measure off 3/8 down here. Now we'll see where the belt is going to fit on this thing here. On these curves, I'm just picking something that kind of looks good. Now let's separate out all. We got a three pieces. We got the back, the front, and the reinforcement pieces there. Okay. Well, we got all the pieces cut out, and I poked a hole in here so I can see where the stitch line goes and where these little pieces go. So that one's going to go here, and this one over here. So what we need to do now is we need to slick these two sides on this piece, and then we can glue them down. Now we don't want to bevel the back side, because then that way this is going to glue up. So we're just going to bevel the front side. Well, I finished slicking the edges on these pieces here. So now we're gonna, and I went ahead and scuffed up the edges here where I'm gonna glue them. So the glue a stick better and take good. So now I'm gonna stain them. I'm gonna do a two-tone, and we're gonna do these little ones first. I'm gonna do them a saddle tan. And then I'll do dark brown on the rest of it. Well, I got everything stained, let it dry. It's going to look something like that, but before I glue this up, I'm going to go ahead and burnish the pockets where the mags are going to go to make it good and slick. That's what we're going to do right now. I went ahead and got all the holes punched and went ahead and sewed this one up. So now, I do this in saddle stitch. I got 2 needles, and I go one hole beside the other, pull them through, and get an equal length. Then, hold this one, and take the back one and go through the same hole and then go in the next hole. Pull it tight, and then you swap it. Hold the front one, take the back one, go through the same hole, and that's that same hole, and then go through the next one. Alright, I went ahead and got all that sewed up, and I sanded the edges. So now what we got to do is we got to bevel the edges and slick the openings on top. Then we'll glue it together, and then we'll slick the rest of it. But these have to be slicked before we can glue it. And then we'll put some beeswax on it. I'll just trim up the edges a little bit. Alright, well, that finishes the stitches. So now I'm going to go back one. Bring it back to the back side. And we'll be done. That's where we're at. I gotta slick these edges. That's gonna take a while. But I think I'll call it a night. We'll get back on that in the morning. Now I'm going to wet this thing for about, just a few seconds so I can get those magazines in there and form them up. Alright. I'll hang them up and let them dry. Well, that gets it for this one. A 1911 mag holder. So guess I'll see y'all on the next one. And hope you like my videos.